Imagine a world where doctors can monitor patients anytime and anywhere using smart devices and the internet. This is exactly what healthcare is making possible in today's modern healthcare system. In this video, we will explore the major advantages of healthcare IoT and how it improves patient care, saves time, and reduces the medical cost. We will also see how smart sensors, wearable devices, and cloud technology are changing the future of healthcare. Let's discover how technology is making healthcare faster, smarter, and more connected. So, let's begin. The first advantage is remote monitoring. Here you can see an elderly patient living in a village. He can be continuously monitored by a doctor in a city hospital through smart healthcare technologies. The patient is wearing a smartwatch that measures important health parameters such as the heart rate and the blood pressure. So these readings are collected in real time and transmitted through a smartphone here, okay, to a cloud server using the internet. Now the cloud server, it will store the patient's data and it will processes the health data, and the processed information, it is then displayed on the doctor's computer dashboard, allowing the doctor to monitor the patient's condition remotely. Now here the patient's heart rate and blood pressure values are shown as normal, enabling the doctor to provide timely medical advice without requiring a hospital visit. Here you can see the major benefits of remote monitoring, such as saving the travel time, then reducing the hospital visits, and providing continuous supervision, that is the continuous health supervision. So here this image, it overall demonstrates how healthcare IoT improves the patient care through the real-time remote healthcare. Now the second advantage is early disease detection. So here you can see a patient who is diabetic. He is using a continuous glucose monitoring GCM system. Okay, here now the process begins by wearing a GCM sensor on the arm. He is wearing a GCM sensor on the arm. Now the smart sensor, this smart sensor, it will continuously measure the blood glucose levels throughout the day without requiring repeated finger prick test. Okay, then after that the collected glucose data, it is being sent or transmitted wirelessly to a smartphone using the Bluetooth technology. Now the smartphone displays the real-time glucose readings and it forwards the information to a cloud server for further analysis. Now in the cloud analytics here, advanced algorithms examine the health data and identify abnormal patients. Now in this example, the glucose level is it is raised to 186 mg per dl, which is above the normal range. So when the system detects this abnormal condition, it will send an alert to the uh, doctor, that is which is generated automatically. Now notifications are immediately sent to both the patient and the doctor. The patient receives a warning message on the mobile phone here, or here, sorry, he is doctor and this is a patient. He will receive the warning message on the mobile phone, while the doctor will receive the or view the glucose readings on a monitoring dashboard, and he will provide timely medical advice or the treatment. Now you can see some benefits here of the early disease detection. That is, by identifying abnormal glucose levels at an early stage, the system helps prevent the disease progression and serious complications such as kidney damage, nerve damage, and heart problems, and also the diabetic coma. And early diagnosis will improve treatment success and reduce the overall health risk. Thus here, okay, it improves the treatment success and also reduces the health risk. Thus here you can see that the healthcare IoT enables continuous monitoring, early detection, timely intervention, and better health outcomes for patients. So here, if you combine the early detection with the IoT, you will get a better health and better life. Next, you have the cost reduction. So here The cost reduction advantage of healthcare IoT, it is compared with the traditional healthcare practices with the IoT enabled remote patient monitoring. You can see how smart healthcare technologies helps reduce medical expenses while maintaining effective patient care. Now, here you can see the traditional healthcare approach where a patient recovering from the surgery must frequently visit the hospital for checkups and consultations. So these visits involve several expenses such as hospital stay, then travel, consultations, and various tests. So these visits involve uh, then consultation fees and also the medical test, and the total cost becomes very high due to the repeated visits. Now, in addition to financial cost, patient also spend considerable time traveling and waiting for appointments. Here you can see that a real-time example of a patient recovering from surgery at home. Okay, he is at home. Now the patient wears the IoT-based monitoring devices that continuously collect the important in health information such as the heart rate, then body temperature and the glucose blood oxygen level, that is the SpO2. These wearable devices allow the patient to recover comfortably at home without the need for frequent hospital visits. Now the collected data here, these sensors will collect the data. So this data, it is transmitted through a smartphone or communication device to the cloud servers via the internet. In the cloud, the data is securely stored and analyzed, and the healthcare professionals can access this information remotely and monitor the patient's recovery progress in the real time. Now the doctors can view the reports, identify any abnormalities, and provide medical advice online whenever necessary. And here you can see the doctor who is monitoring the patient's health remotely through a computer system. Since the patient's condition can be observed continuously, there is no need for weekly hospital visits unless a serious issue is detected. This significantly reduces the healthcare expenses. Here you can see some benefits of the healthcare IoT cost reduction. These include the lower hospitalization costs because the patients spend less time in the hospitals, then reduced travel expenses as frequent trips to healthcare centers are avoided, and less burden on healthcare facilities, wherein like it allows the hospitals to focus on critical patients. So the healthcare IoT provides better recovery, lower medical cost, efficient source utilization, and improved healthcare services while ensuring continuous patient monitoring and the care. Now, fourth advantage is improved patient care. So here it demonstrates like how the IoT enabled healthcare devices helps the doctors provide personalized, continuous and data driven treatment based on a patient's real time health condition. So here you can see a patient who is suffering from the hypertension, that is the high blood pressure, who uses a smart blood pressure monitoring system, okay, on his arm. So here you have an elderly patient who is wearing a smart blood pressure monitor. This wearable device automatically measures and records the blood pressure. Okay, readings every day from Monday to Sunday. These all are the readings. This wearable device automatically measures and records the blood pressure readings every day. And unlike the traditional healthcare systems where measurements are taken only during the occasional hospital visits, the smart monitor continuously collects the health information from the patient in the home environment, and the daily readings are displayed on a smartphone here, that is a smartphone applications showing the blood pressure values recorded throughout the week. Now this collected data, it is automatically synchronized and transmitted to the cloud through the internet, and here the cloud securely stores the patient records and analyzes the long-term blood pressure trends, and it will generate a graphical representation of the weekly blood pressure readings, which will help identify patterns and abnormalities. For example, here you can see the graph which indicates an unusually high blood pressure reading on Wednesday, here on Wednesday, prompting the system to recommend medication adjustments or further observation. Now here you can see the doctor, he is accessing the patient's information through a digital dashboard, and the dashboard here, it provides a complete overview of the patient's condition, including the recent readings, trends, and medical insights. So by studying these reports, so the doctor can make informed decisions based on actual daily health data rather than the relying on occasional hospital measurements. So the doctor can adjust medications, then he can follow up a plan, and then send recommendations directly to the patient. So here it explains how continuous monitoring allows the doctors to tailor the treatment according to the patient's current condition, and this approach ensures that the healthcare decisions are more accurate and effective. Now here you can see some benefits of improved patient care. The first is the personalized treatment, where the therapy and the medication are customized using the real-time data. The second benefit is better health outcomes, as early detection of abnormal trends helps prevent complications and improve the disease management. And the third benefit is increased patient satisfaction. Okay, here because the patient receive continuous care from the comfort of their homes without frequent hospital visits. So here you can see that the healthcare IoT enables continuous monitoring, cloud-based analytics, and the remote medical supervision to provide better healthcare services and improve treatment decisions, and also enhance patient experience, and ultimately a healthier and a safer life. Next, you have fifth advantage, that is the emergency support. Here it shows how the smart healthcare technologies can automatically detect the emergencies and provide immediate assistance. Here again you can see an elderly person who is living alone, who experiences a fall in home, okay, or fall at home. Now through IoT enabled devices and communication systems, help can be provided quickly, reducing the chances of serious injury or health complications. Here the person, he will be wearing, that is, he is wearing a fall detection wearable sensor on the wrist. Okay, here he is wearing this fall detection wearable sensor, and this sensor, it will continuously monitor the movement and body posture. When the sensor detects a sudden fall or abnormal movement pattern, it immediately recognizes that an emergency situation may have occurred, and this auto detection is especially important for elderly individuals who may not be able to call for help themselves after a fall. So here you can see these are some of the steps how this will work. So in the first step, a wearable sensor will detect the fall and generates an alert. In the second step, the alert is transmitted to the IoT communication network, and the system then sends emergency notification through the internet to various stakeholders. Then in the third step, the alert is received on the smartphones, okay, and computers and the monitoring systems which are connected to the doctors, caregivers, hospitals, and family members. Then the alert message, it clearly indicates that a fall has been detected and that immediate attention is required. Now here you can see multiple recipients receive the emergency notification simultaneously, that is the doctors, family members, nearby hospitals, and the caregivers. These all are informed about the incident at the same time, because the notification process is automated and there is no delay in communicating the emergencies. So this allows the healthcare providers and the family members to take quick action. Now here you can see a fast response, that is a fast emergency response, where a medical personnel, okay, here a medical personnel arrive within minutes to assist the elderly patient, and quick medical intervention helps prevent severe injuries, complications, and life-threatening situations. And in many cases, rapid response can save lives and significantly improve the recovery outcomes. So here you can see some of the major benefits of emergency support in healthcare IoT. These include the faster emergency response because the alerts are generated instantly. Then you have improved patient safety, especially for elderly people living alone, and reduced risk of severe complications as timely treatment prevents conditions from worsening. And here, you'll be having a peace of mind for your family members or families who receive immediate updates about their loved ones' conditions. So, the healthcare IoT combines the wearable sensors, communication networks, healthcare services, and emergency responders to provide rapid assistance, enhance patient safety, and save the lives during the critical situations. Then next, you have better healthcare access. That is the sixth advantage. So here, like the IoT technologies help deliver the quality healthcare services to people living in remote, rural, and undeserved regions where the specialist doctors and the advanced medical facilities may not be easily available. So you can see here you have a pregnant woman in a rural area, okay, or a rural village who receives the continuous medical care through the IoT enabled healthcare systems. Now, this pregnant woman, she is wearing a IoT based health monitoring device, and this device, it will continuously monitor important health parameters such as heart rate, blood pressure, then body temperature, then fetal heart rate, and the sensors collect the health information in real time while allowing the woman to remain comfortably at home and continue her daily activities without frequent hospital visits. Now, here, this section, it illustrates the data transmission. That is, the collected data is securely transmitted through the internet and the cloud-based IoT networks. And this communication system helps health information to travel from rural areas to the healthcare centers located far away. And the cloud acts as a bridge between the patient and medical specialist, ensuring that the data is available whenever needed. And here you can see a specialist doctor is there in a city hospital, receiving the patient's health data through a computer dashboard here. Now, the doctor can view the real-time health reports, analyze the trends, monitor pregnancy progress, and identify any potential complications. Now, based on the collected information, the specialist provides recommendations regarding the diet, then rest and care, regular checkups, and medication if it is necessary, and the regular checkups. And this remote monitoring capability, it helps ensure proper medical supervision even when the patient is located hundreds of kilometers away from the hospital. Now here you can see the pregnant woman receiving the medical advice directly on her smartphone. She can communicate with the healthcare professionals and receive recommendations without traveling longer distances. And this reduces both time and transportation expenses while ensuring the continuous medical care for both mother and the baby. Now, here you can see some benefits of better healthcare access through the IoT. So, the first is it helps the healthcare reach undeserved populations by providing specialist services to remote communities. Second is it improves the medical services in rural areas through the continuous monitoring, diagnosis, and the treatment support. Then third is it promotes greater healthcare equality by ensuring that quality healthcare is available regardless of a person's location or economic condition. So overall, we can say that healthcare IoT connects patients, healthcare providers, and communication networks to bridge the geographical barriers by enabling remote monitoring, timely medical guidance, and access to specialists. Healthcare IoT improves the healthcare accessibility, enhances the maternal and child health, and contributes to a healthier society. So this was about the advantages of the healthcare IoT. So the healthcare IoT, it improves the healthcare delivery by enabling remote monitoring, early detection, cost reduction, personalized patient care, emergency support, and better healthcare access. So the real world devices such as smartwatches, glucose monitors, ECG patches, pulse oximeters, and wearable sensors continuously collect the health data and help the doctors provide timely and effective treatment. So as a result, the healthcare IoT, it will enhance the patient safety, improves the quality of life, and makes healthcare more accessible and efficient for everyone. So this was about the advantages of the healthcare IoT. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.